Hello, America, where the critical thinkers tune into the James Bradley Show.
God bless America.
Restoring liberty and safety.
This is a country that was built on getting it done.
And now, James Bradley.
And welcome to the, what segment is this? I'm losing
It's the
track.
second to last.
It's like, oh my goodness, that's right. We have Crazy Tuesday coming up next Tuesday. Make sure you go out and vote. This is a James Bradley Show. I'm running for United States Congress, and welcome to our show. We have an amazing two guests, and we decided to create a little levity during this political polarization. So with us today, you're going to get a chance to meet with some really big names in the comedy central group. But anyway, welcome to the show, California in America. This is my beautiful co-host, campaign manager. That's Susanna Shield.
Hello, hello to everybody out there and Californians. Welcome to the James Bradley Show. We have a special guest for you today, and we're keeping it lighthearted and fun because you know what? In the middle of all of this, we have Hollywood in your district, James Bradley.
It's about time, isn't it?
District 33, and we have some comedy, some funny guys that are going to be joining us today. We have one particular gentleman by the name of Michael Loftus. Yes, famous comedian. Everybody knows about him. He's the top entertainment
Google
keynote
his name
speaker
right now. Google.
Of one of the most sought-after writers and performers in the comedy today. He's currently a writer and producer on FX Anger Management and a regular on True TV's The Smoking Gun Presents, and has his own pilot for History Channel, and just finished wrapping up his third Fox Nation comedy show. Welcome, Michael Loftus.
Michael, welcome.
What in the Sam Hill's going on? You
I
guys?
can't figure it out,
It's
man.
almost like you went on the internet to read my bio.
Things that
Busted.
make you go,
Yeah, she's busted.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We know that you get just maybe 5-10 minutes on Fox, so we decided come to the James Bradley Show and tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I heard you're from Ohio.
Yeah. Grew up in Columbus, Ohio, Ohio.
Yeah.
Then right around 2000, moved out to Los Angeles. Was writing on a bunch of TV shows, doing stand-up. Everything's fantastic. Now I'm out on the East Coast where I'm working on a Netflix series with a guy by the name of Kevin James. And then I'm super excited about the Netflix, the stand-up special that I just filmed down in Nashville, Tennessee for Fox Nation. They got a little streaming service, and they're ready to crack wise. So it was great. It was great to be up in a sold-out comedy club, filming a show, and talking about how much I love this country. I'm not down on this country. Our best days are ahead of us.
Yes.
We're making America great again, and the crowd's going wild.
My God, I love hearing that. We need that more in America today, don't you think? Crazy, wild, having fun for a change. Now we have Halloween coming up this weekend. And boy, we have some good stuff coming up this weekend, by the way.
So are you telling me that these folks actually got together in Tennessee without masks on? And they were together in person?
Oh.
You had
A comedy
you had
show?
to have a mask on
okay.
to get in, and then you can take it off when you're seated. And of course, in Tennessee, I don't know what they're doing in L.A. I don't think anything's open in L.A. Isn't L.A. just run by zombies now?
It is.
Where you're not
We are
allowed to have fun?
Chinafornia. We are a communist country, state now. So it's going to be a while till we'll open.
Oh, my goodness.
But
in Tennessee.
stand
They,
by.
they-
We're going to come back with you, Michael, because we want to talk a little bit about politics
Oh, boy.
and get some of your advice on what James can do as the next congressman for District 33, because I believe you have a home out here as well in California. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be back here with the James Bradley Show. Again, we need your vote. November
right.
3rd, we need you to get out there and donate and
Get
vote.
out there.
Go to James Bradley. Go to BradleyCongress.com, BradleyCongress.com, and stay tuned. James Bradley is a Coast Guard veteran. He saves lives, and that is why he's running for Congress in Los Angeles. The current Congressman, Ted Lieu, did nothing to prevent anarchy and defend the residents of Los Angeles. Instead, he supports defunding our police and supports the radical left. Our residents live in fear every day, which they call the new normal. James Bradley will refund and empower the police to protect your homes, your businesses, and your families. Ted Lieu made Los Angeles the epicenter for the homeless. James Bradley has programs to solve the homelessness crisis, especially for our hero veterans. Donate to James Bradley campaign, Restoring Liberty and Safety. Go to www.bradleycongress.com.
I'm James Bradley, and I approve that message.
And welcome back to our show, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a special guest with us today.
Michael Lofton!
Michael!
Woohoo!
Welcome back to the show.
Woohoo!
Still here.
My goodness.
Still here.
Hey, you know, I want to tell everybody out there, those who have been watching these freedom rallies in Beverly Hills, which is in our district, not mine, but ours. Last year, we hit it out of the park, and Shiva Bagari is the one that originated this early on, and I've been with her on and off every other weekend, kind of, sort of. And this last weekend, how many did we have at that attendance?
Well, Laurel Ingram had it on the show, saying on her show, saying we had over 5,000 people that showed up, and then that's not even counting the cars that went by with the flags, the Trump flags, the USA flags. It was exciting. Did you hear about this? All the way on the East Coast?
Crickets?
By chance?
Oh my gosh. I had people sending me video of it.
Oh,
I
man.
had I almost wanted to go to Snopes and check it out. I'm like, is this real? Did this happen? Am I about to get kicked off Facebook for posting this?
In the most liberal district of all the United States, if I might add. By the way, I stood up there and we spoke as the anti-lockdown candidates. So that was the message we got clear, and hopefully it reached the East Coast, because we are done with the lockdown. We're done with this mask mandates and the tyranny.
The muzzles.
Oh, my gosh. I think we've all had enough of that. But go ahead. You had a question, I believe.
Well, no, I'm just, Michael, I mean, there's so much going on with these rallies. In your lifetime, knowing all these presidents who have kind of come and gone, I know that President Trump even asked, I think his Secret Service and folks that have been around for quite some time, have you ever seen this enthusiasm before? And I'm asking you, have you ever seen any of this enthusiasm before? Because people are saying they have not seen these kind of rallies and spirit.
I haven't. I really haven't, and it's wonderful because we're in an age where obviously the media has chosen sides, and they're not even going to hide it anymore. They're going for Biden. They're going for the left, and now big tech is teaming up with them as well. So this election, and I'm telling all my friends, just vote Republican, straight ticket, straight ticket.
Amen.
You have to. This election, if big tech and the media can push sleepy Joe Biden across the finish line, I don't think they're going to stop there. How else will they want to manipulate our lives? The lockdowns are completely ridiculous.
Agreed.
And I'm a little disheartened how easily Americans were just like, oh, okay, I'll lose everything. Yeah, go ahead. I'll lose my business. I'll lose my life savings. Go ahead. I'll stay home. That was we gotta toughen up, you guys. We gotta toughen up as a nation.
Absolutely.
I can't believe people are listening to these buffoons.
You know, it's funny. I had a few people say, what about Joe Biden? I said, that is elder abuse. Sorry. DNC, you need to straighten up your act, man. Because the guy can't. I've been in the medical community for about 30 years now, and I know the early onset signs of dementia. And I don't want to give him that because I can't technically do that.
Can't diagnose him.
I cannot diagnose him, but I can tell you, I see the signs, and they really need to get him out of harm's way. That poor man. But then again, I shouldn't say poor man because he's done quite well by getting a lot of money.
44 years.
Yeah.
44
I
years.
think, and I think this is how smart the American people are. The American people are so smart, we can all see the plan. It's like Joe Biden just has to make it till November 4th. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
And then it's President Kamala Harris.
Oh.
And that's why
Yes.
Nancy just casually mentioned the 25th Amendment the other day.
You're
She's
right.
like, we might need this for any. I'm not talking about Trump. This could be any president we might have to get rid of in the future. She was just laying the groundwork for bye, Joe. We don't need you anymore.
Oh, can you imagine Kamala stepping in? Oh my Lord! and she did so poorly in the primaries. And more importantly, California knows this lady. Yeah, I'm stretching it, being very polite, calling her a lady. But yeah, I can't see Kamala carrying the mantle of the Democrat Party because of her extreme, I'll call it out, Marxist views, because that's how far she's gone. So
Yeah.
if they go that direction, my goodness, there's going to be an upheaval, probably a civil war.
But gentlemen, you know what? Our Democratic liberal friends need to wake up. I mean,
They do.
look at Sony, for example. That's a $21 billion industry right here in California in your district. Look at Warner Brothers, which is now an AT&T company, but that's another $15 billion company. You have Lionsgate, you have Paramount Pictures, which is a part of Viacom. Hollywood is huge here. What are
amazing.
we doing? Do they not see? I went to Lionsgate just the other week, and it's crickets. There's nobody there except for security.
Now, and you can't do virtual office for a movie industry. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. We got to put these people.
How are you doing it, Michael?
Well, we were the show that I'm writing on for Netflix. We were actually the first show back in production on the East Coast, and there was a lot of training because I was a writer and a producer on it. A lot of training I had to take. I had to do an online class. I had to take an exam, and we were
For
we were
COVID?
we were scrubbing up. It was like going into brain surgery every day. It was a little, but hey, knock on wood, no one got sick. We finished our episodes. They came out really, really well. I can't wait for the rest of America to see them. But yeah, we did wonderfully. You try to stay socially distant, and you can still go on the set. And then when everybody's in their little bubble, the actors are all hanging out together. So you get tested a lot, and bada bing, bada boom.
But Michael, you know, I personally, James and I have been going to rally after rally. I go to a church now, Pastor Jack Hibbs, who is, I think, one of 5 faith counselors to Donald Trump. 14,000 people are coming through his church every Sunday, and none of us have gotten ill that I know of. He would have said something by now, or have died. I'm not getting sick.
And we work with the homeless. I don't know, pretty much more so now, and not one has gotten diagnosed for COVID-19. So
that was one of the jokes I did on my Fox Nation special. Like, shouldn't there, if this thing is that horrible, shouldn't there just be like mountains of dead homeless people
exactly.
everywhere?
Bodies stacked up right next to those tents.
Right? It's like
Yeah,
it's like a zombie movie.
Or you'd think that they would come with these sanitation bins because these masks are nasty, and I mean they're everywhere. It's like dirty underwear.
Well, let's be real though. They really politicize this to the point where everyone's fearful to even walk out the door, shake hands, be with family members, go to work. I mean, that's a virtually impossible, distant thought for people. I think people were done with the scare tactics.
Yeah.
We know they politicized it. We need to get back to work. We need to take care of our families. And honestly, it's got to end with us. So when you start embracing it and start realizing no more fear, this is like a flu. Come on. And I don't want to minimize it because they're playing with numbers, and I'm going to get to that once in Congress. I'm going to do a full forensic audit on this. So there we go. We got to get rid of the crazy.
Real quick, three quick points of advice for James as he heads into Congress. Before we go to break.
Okay.
Real quick. And then we'll expand
be true
on
to
it.
yourself. Be true to yourself.
Always.
Don't forget to have fun.
Amen.
And speak your mind, buddy.
You got it,
Don't let the big people keep you quiet. You just scream the truth from your mountaintop.
I love it.
Amen. And thank you so much again for this, because you know what? Let me just tell you, as his campaign manager, I am watching him every day.
Amen.
And this is a man of integrity who's walking the long and narrow. This is a man of God who is pro-America, who loves country, loves family, and loves the United States of America.
I do.
Please stay tuned and go to bradleycongress.com, donate, volunteer, and please make sure that you vote November 3rd.
Stay with us. Be right back.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Ships developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Ships has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Ships at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drships.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
And welcome back to the James Bradley Show. We have a special guest with us today, Michael Loftus. He's a well-renowned comedian. He's been on quite a few movies. And welcome back, Michael, to the show.
How's it going, kids?
Hey, I'm
How
hanging.
we doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. Hey, you know, I was actually taking notes, but not about what to do once in Congress. Stay true to your word. Have fun. What was the last one?
Shout from the
mountain.
Yeah, don't let the big man keep you quiet.
Amen to that, brother.
You gotta speak your mind.
I don't think you have to worry about that with me. Not at all. No.
So tell us a little bit about the LoftusParty.com.
Well, you know what? This was born out of I think so many people make political decisions based on emotion, and I think a lot of people lean to the left because they go, well, that's the party that's helping people. That's the party that really wants to do good and help the downtrodden. And they don't know stuff like the biggest thing that's moved people out of poverty, the thing that's elevated more of mankind out of poverty is capitalism and entrepreneurship. And that's the right. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about we want to conserve the environment. We want to be smart with our resources. We want to help our fellow man by not giving him a fish, but teaching him how to fish. So I started to do the LoftusParty.com is just like as an online hangout and a place where we're having fun. We're having a great time. And yeah, we lean to the right. We're not all just big fat bankers smoking cigars, counting mad stacks of cash. No. We're going surfing, and we're playing video games, and we're telling jokes, and we're living life. I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know if it's great for the radio station, but people on the right have better sex and more sex than the people on the left.
Woo!
We're having much better lives.
That is a big statement.
I look forward to that someday. Yeah. Well, you know how it is when you run for politics. You got to watch everything, every angle. Hey, by the way, I love that. You know, because it's not the hand out, it's the hand up. Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. And
and that's what I really dug about, you know, the Trump administration is like, he's a businessman. I love the fact that he's cutting regulations and he's making it easier. Like, entrepreneurship was way up. Small business optimism was way up. And like with the opportunity zones, finally we're getting some cash into these poor neighborhoods where I tell you what, entrepreneurship and starting your own business, that is the way up. And it's good for all of us, because one of these kids in an opportunity zone is going to be the next Apple. He's going to be the next Amazon. She'll be the next Google, and all of our lives will get better.
And you're right. I mean, our District 33 is the most affluent district with the best universities, think tanks, and it's amazing the flight, the middle class, those that cannot afford to live here. More importantly, they're just done with the homeless crisis here. But this is where Susanna and I and a few other people said, how can we make a substantial impact to revive businesses? And we talked about that at length. And more importantly, I want to tell everybody out there, as part of the constituents across the globe, and more importantly in the United States, we're open to suggestions. How many times you've heard that from a politician? They go in with their little bag of tricks, right? And they just turn it off. No listening, no learning, which does not bring good leadership.
And, you know, that's what I like about James, Michael, is that, you know what, he has tackled this homeless problem. He has solutions that we've been communicating on the radio and when we're in public on what he's going to do right out the gate about the homeless. Also, our veterans. I don't know if you know, but in Brentwood, the West LA veterans, disabled veterans, homeless veterans are sleeping on the sidewalk because they're trying to steal their land that was deeded to them 133 years ago. He's talking about school choice, which is, you know, music to our ears because we want to, you know, vouchers. Yeah, we want to take our kids where we want to take them. We don't want to be dictated to, and we don't want you to take our money from us.
Yeah.
And put it wherever you want to put it and line your pockets. And again, James, his leadership so far, he's not even in Congress, and he's making a huge difference.
Well, you know, it's not me, it's us. And that's what I always say.
That's right.
And I'm just tired of the politicians, the government reaching in my back pocket and say they could spend my money better than I can.
Lower taxes.
Yeah, slightly. So that's what we're working on together, collaborative effort. We're working together. And by the way, that seems to be more socially conscious than the Democrat Party's gone, I think, right?
Well, they want to go socialism. Socialism.
Yeah.
It is. The Democrats have gone full socialist. And I saw there was like the LA Teachers Union, the largest teachers union in LA, had like a list of demands of things that they wanted to have happen before they would even consider going back to work.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was crazy.
Right.
Here's our list of demands. Defund the police.
Yep.
What? What are you even talking about?
So before we leave, anything last minute that you want to say before we move to the next break?
Yeah, I got 20 seconds.
Everybody has to subscribe to Fox Nation and watch my stand-up special, and then go to theloftusparty.com, join the community, and we're gonna keep spreading the good word and having a blast while we do it.
Let's talk about your credit cards. When you first start using them, it's a slow drip. You make charges, then more charges, then bills come, and they keep coming. When you open your statements, the floodgates come pouring in. You realize you have more credit card debt than you can afford, and you're barely making the minimum payments. Wouldn't it be nice to make one affordable payment and have all your credit card bills covered? Make this free call and learn our responsible way to get your credit card bills paid and under control.
Sponsored by Consumer Education Services, a nonprofit organization.
800-876-3643. 800-876-3643. 800-876-3643. That's 800-876-3643.
CESI is not a loan company. The establishment of a debt management plan may adversely affect your credit rating. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase finance and other charges to undertake collection activity, including liquidation.
Tired of lockdown? Let the reconnect begin. You belong here. Welcome home to the magic of Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California. Check out our new spacious outdoor dining al fresco. Romantic. Market lights. It looks like a movie set. Dine under the stars and enjoy our tasty Angelo's and Vinci's pizza, pasta, seafood, chicken, salad dinners, and more. In the cool of the evening, come enjoy our award-winning menu, new wine list, specialty cocktails like our peach Bellini martini, appetizers, and more. Angelo's and Vinci's now open every day from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. for relaxing outdoor dining. No reservations needed. Just come on in for delicious Italian food. Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton. Call 714-879-4022. We're going to need a lot of pasta to get through this year. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton today.
As a business owner, when was the last time you asked yourself if you have the right commercial insurance coverage? You need business insurance to protect everything you're building. One disaster without the right insurance could hurt your business, and larger deals you're trying to close may require that you have it. We recommend CoverWallet for all your business insurance needs. In just 2 minutes with their award-winning technology, they can offer you free competitive quotes from top insurance carriers nationwide. CoverWallet has helped tens of thousands of businesses, startups, restaurants, truckers, construction companies, landscaping companies, beauty salons, consultants, and they can help you. No business is too big or too small, and it's a free call to find out. Protect your business. Get the right insurance for your business. Call CoverWallet right now.
800-220-7612. 800-220-7612. That's 800-220-7612.
For the getaway of your dreams, come to Hawaii's Playground, Kaanapali Beach Resort, on the fun side of Maui, where the world comes to play. Find your spot on Kaanapali Beach with 3 miles of white sand, 12 resort properties, 2 golf courses, and 2 shopping centers. Enjoy the playground of Hawaii's ancient royalty. Ganapali Beach Resort is Hawaii's original master planned destination resort and home of the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. With views of 2 neighboring islands, you can breathe in the land's natural beauty from your favorite resort or golf fairway. Come experience Kaanapali's own special brand of Hawaiian hospitality with world-class dining, relaxing resorts, water sports, and activities of every kind. For romantic, family, and great friend getaways, discover the options of Kaanapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. Plan your getaway today. Visit KaanapaliResort.com. That's KAANAPALI Resort.com.
And welcome back to the James Bradley Show, where all those critical thinkers want to come and find out and have a good dialogue. In today's show is we're lightening up a little bit because politics, as you know, can be very divisive, putting family member against family. So we're making a little bit more levity, having some fun, loosening it up a bit during these really trying times. So next to me is my campaign manager and a very dear friend of mine, Susanna Shields. So Susanna, hello, welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome to the James Bradley Show. I thought before our next guest comes on, James, we can talk a little bit about you again.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay.
Let's, how do you feel, James, with only 7 days left now to the big day?
That's a really good question. And some of you don't know me. I ran against Dianne Feinstein last election cycle, 2018, and there were 32 candidates, 11 which were Republican, and I was the dark horse. And, I'm a man of God. I'll be up front, shout from the mountaintops because I'm proud of it. But I always look to God. I say, it will happen. What will happen. And that's what gave me this sense of...
If it's God's will, right?
Yeah, but it gave me this sense of comfort. Because usually people in politics are always on edge and they're running from the next meeting, next interview. But I just said, hey, I'm just going to let it roll off my back and enjoy the time and write a book afterwards. So I'm still working on that book, by the way.
You have been, your leadership has been a very calming leadership
style.
Thank
you.
And you've been very at peace with this. I'm the one now that's getting competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I played soccer too, semi-professional soccer, and I love
you're
sports.
A voice.
I love sports. And so when now you get me into a competition, I want to win.
I'm not going to mess with you.
But again, I mean, it is God's will. This is an important anointment, if you will, because God raises up kings and leaders and he removes them.
Yeah, and some people equate this election to the battle, the Civil War, if you will. Verse, up or down, left or right. I don't think of it that way. I think it's up or down. And really, the time of war, you always think of, you need to be in a moment of peace. Always be calculative, very at peace with yourself. And that's what, our faith, because we share the same faith, that's what gives us. And we're not here to pontificate or try to convert anyone. It was just our personal beliefs, and it gives us some sense of peace and gratitude for what we're doing.
So next, James, we'll keep talking about you, but we do have a special guest on the line here who is a constituent of District 33 and just happens to be my beloved husband and the father of our beautiful son and a business owner here in this district who knows darn well, what this Newsom dictatorship has done to businesses and what Donald Trump has done with the PPEs and things. So I thought maybe we'd have like a nice discussion with him. And he also has some funny songs. He'll, sing us out to commercials.
Oh, really?
So
I love it.
Let's keep it light.
Entertainment.
Yeah. He's a part of the entertainment industry.
Hey, Brian, good to see you again.
Oh, he's Brian, can you see us? He's kind of frozen right now in time, but...
well, that's comedic in itself. Hello.
But we'll keep talking here. I don't know if he can hear us, but eventually when he
can hear you.
You can hear us?
I
okay. So jump on in, James, Brian Shield.
Yeah. A little
Hi, James.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Susanna.
Hello.
How's the beach?
I can hear you. I don't see you, but I can hear you.
Okay.
And I watched the last segment online. I feel like I'm doing a profile in courage with all three of you. And, Michael Loftus being part of Hollywood and James Bradley running for Congress, Susanna Shield managing the campaign.
Amazing.
And here in the bastion of liberalism, Hollywood. And we are all not afraid to show our conservative stripes. So good for you.
The beautiful part about being conservative, you're going to conserve, meaning that you do wisely with what you have. And it doesn't mean we don't have progressive ideals in the sense that we love innovation. We're just a little more fiscally responsible on it in some sense. By the way, half my family is liberal, complete. I love.
So is Brian's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're on the East Coast, and
that happens when
but
you're
they're
from the
the
East Coast.
Kennedy conservative Democrats.
But look what's happened to the Democrat Party. Aren't you shocked? Those that embrace being called Democrat, and half my family's been Democrats since I can remember, and that's a long time.
We're raised Kennedy Democrats.
Yeah.
I have to say now, my mom and my dad are elderly. My sister, bless her heart, lives there with them, and she is a screaming liberal.
Wow.
And all they watch is MSNBC. I mean, it's 24/7 MSNBC at that. They have drank the Kool-Aid.
It's called GIGO, garbage in, garbage out.
It's true.
It's sad because, I'm just tired of people being brainwashed. You start using your critical thinking skills, right? Go do digging. Find out more. There's always different sides of the apple. Find out, formulate your own opinion. Don't buy the narrative.
But you know what? It's all about pro-life, though, too. I mean, really think about it. Taking babies' lives at 9 months now, I'm sorry. If you're not standing for God, if you're not standing for life of an unborn child.
Oh, yeah.
That alone, and for Israel, we got a problem.
Yeah.
We got a problem, Houston, and we need to discuss this. And we're America. We stand with Israel.
Well, you know where we stand. Yes, absolutely. And I mean, come on, folks. My liberal friends, my family, I think it's time to stop buying it and just kind of go with it. Go with your gut now. Don't buy the mainstream media and the fake news. And it's just insane what we've been putting ourselves through. So.
That should be enough. I mean, the one issue voter, it should be enough.
Yeah.
Abortion on demand and make everybody else pay for it and all the way up to the time of birth. That should be enough. That should be a one issue. Right. But even if it's not, you look at all these propositions that they're trying to push over the finish line here. The propositions that are on the ballot are the worst.
They're trying to take your
Oh,
money.
yeah.
They're trying to take. When we come back from the break, Brian, I'd like to talk a little bit about the PPE that you did take for your business. So why don't you sing us out to commercial?
I seem to spend my days playing with my only friends. They can't see me now, I have to go again. They don't know me now, they don't know where I'm going. They just show me how and I keep on going.
Question: have you ever thought about making an investment in California real estate for the high returns available through trust deeds? As a trusted professional broker, Sun Pacific Mortgage and Real Estate has been helping investors earn high-yield returns on safer investments for over 32 years. Their trust deeds earn upwards of 13%. That's right, 13%. They invest in notes starting from $100,000 throughout all of California, where real estate remains strong. If you want to know more about high-return investments through available deeds of trust, go to their website at sunpacificmortgage.com. That's sunpacificmortgage.com, or call them today at 707-523-2099. 707-523-2099. sunpacificmortgage.com, or call them at 707-523-2099.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. This is James Bradley Show, running for United States Congress in District 33, California. Woo! And we have a special guest with us, Brian Shield. Hello, Brian.
Hi, everybody. Hey, James, who are you running against?
I'm running against the nefarious Ted Lieu. Some of them.
Lying Ted Lieu, lying Ted Lieu. You might vote for him, but he'll never vote for you. Lying Ted Lieu, lying Ted Lieu. You might vote for him, but he'll never vote for you. He's trying to take the land from our veterans. Lying Ted Lieu.
And what else is he doing here, huh? I mean, my goodness, businesses are struggling. They've destroyed businesses. Let's talk about that.
He's been in long enough.
I think he's been in his on his bunk bed for the last 150 days now. Hasn't been in D.C.
He hasn't showed up since May 26, right? And
yeah.
Somebody in D.C. is voting for our district. Can you believe that?
And the odd thing is they didn't know he was missing.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm sorry.
He's known as Mr. Personality.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't exactly light up the room.
You know,
when he comes in.
I actually attended an event the other night, and it was actually with a few Congress people, and they found out who I was running against, and they said, "Oh my gosh, he's not a well-liked man in Congress." And I said, "Well, that's partly the reason I'm running against him, but we have so many issues we've got to deal with."
Was that Democrats or Republicans who were saying that?
Oddly, it was Republicans, but they said that some of the Democrats felt the same way, and I'm going, "Oh my gosh."
Well, there is this anti-Lieu sentiment that's been going around, even when you speak to Democrats. They're actually walkaways now. So I know we wanted to talk a little bit about businesses too, Brian, because
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of them have
that's
been
important.
destroyed, and so many families, as we know, they're leaving. We've had another family just leave to Texas just this past weekend. So tell us a little bit about your business and what you've experienced.
I've been, as you know, Mrs. Shield, I've been in this entertainment business for a long time. It's all I've ever done. I've never worked for anyone else. I run my own business. I was actually the director for the Mike Loftus show that we had on One America Network that we filmed here at the Comedy Magic Club. We filmed in Hollywood at the Laugh Factory.
Which is still closed, I may add, the Comedy Magic Club. Still to the day, they have boards all over there, boarded up, and have not opened yet.
Does it still have BLM on it?
No,
Okay.
they never had that on there.
Okay.
There were a few businesses in town that did have that, but when I've been working in this business for a long time, so all of my friends, so I run production also. We do filming and we run different live streaming events for a long time, for 20 years. Very much ahead of the curve we were 20 years ago with live streaming. So when the pandemic happened, we were uniquely situated to continue what we do and even expand. So by the grace of God, my business has really taken off. We're busier than we've ever been. We pivoted a little bit. We're doing online conventions and presentations. So virtual conventions is what we
concerts,
do.
online concerts. I mean, who would have thunk it at this, of online concerts?
We do, yeah. We do virtual concerts, virtual music festivals.
What's the name of your company?
Entertainment Services LA. EntertainmentServicesLA.com. Come see what we do. In Hollywood, now that they're back in production, we're providing virtual audience through Zoom, and we set up virtual audience on big monitors, and we're also setting up remote monitoring for editors and directors and writers. So there might be a 10-camera show that we're shooting in a big space, some outdoors for social distancing. Like we may have 10 cameras. I have to hook those up with 10 different computers that all join a Zoom call, and then there's a group of editors and writers that are watching the show being filmed in real time. And that's how they're taking their notes.
The DNC did this, and I was not impressed. I really was impressed with RNC putting us people together, and to be on screens like this is, I hope, not our future.
Well,
so I'm in the liberal bastion as well, and a lot of the people that I work for are very liberal, and I have to couch my conservative views a lot. The LinkedIn pages and the Twitterverse was just, they were drooling over that DNC convention that they did. I mean, they were blushing over it. It was just, it was incredible. They thought it was the greatest thing. And I was very nervous for the RNC. I'm like, how are we going to do this? And the RNCs just blew it away. It wasn't
overshadowed it. Yeah, this is the new normal, do you think? I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
So I did apply for the Paycheck Protection Loan that's given through the Small Business Administration, the SBA. I was approved. I kept payroll going. I took the short version, which was the 8 weeks that they first came out with, and I just finished my application for the forgiveness of the Paycheck Protection Loan.
Excellent.
And it's all good. There were a couple little hurdles, and I did have to get on the phone with them and point out a few things, and then they said, okay, and all my documentation was correct.
Perfect.
It was easy.
SBA was actually outfitted for this, so they did a really good job so far, and that's good to hear that.
Now, the Emergency Disaster Relief Loan, I declined to take that. I was approved.
Hold that thought while we quickly go to break, and we'll come back and talk about the disaster relief loan here. You are on CNN Talk Radio, digital radio, with The James Bradley Show. Please go to BradleyCongress.com, donate, and please go out to vote on November 3rd. We need your votes. We need to stand up.
We need everyone working together.
To pray.
Yes, everyone working together for this election. We have until next Tuesday, so get out there and vote. Because we need your vote. We need your support. Thank you. We'll be back here shortly.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Hill Street Cafe, Burbank, would like to thank all of you for your continued support. During these difficult times, Hill Street Cafe is remaining open for takeout and delivery service from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They'll be offering a modified menu to keep prices down and maintain the best quality. The safety of their customers and employees is their top priority, and they're abiding by all CDC and Health Department regulations. Order via their Hill Street Cafe Chow Now app or on their website, hillstreetcafeonline.com. You have the option of curbside pickup. We will bring the food out to your car. You are also able to order for delivery or pickup via the normal food delivery apps like Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Hill Street Cafe is here to serve you. Call them at 818-845-0046 or come by to pick up at 3301 North Glen Oaks Boulevard in Burbank, California. Hill Street Cafe, Burbank. Pickup and delivery services are available at 818-845-0046 or visit them at hillstreetcafeonline.com.
When you really want Italian food, you have got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard in the enchanted and alluring kingdom of Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you, seekers of good times and great grub. Your prayers have been answered. Columbo's has answered the clarion call by feeding the famished and quenching the insatiable thirst while overlooking Eagle Rock's version of Champs-Élysées, Colorado Boulevard. Yes, it's all there. Fabulous steak and delicious meaty provisions to soothe the savage beast. The finest offerings from the 7 seas. Let's not forget Columbo's family Italian recipes, along with the world's greatest meatballs. Need I say more in these topsy-turvy times? It's crucial to your very existence that you savor some semblance of yum-yum by motoring over to Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, mangia bene.
And welcome back to the James P. Bradley Show, running for the United States Congress. 1 week away. Everyone go to the polls. Make sure you make the right decision, and that the only decision is up or down. You want to go up? That's me. Okay, welcome back. Hey, Brian. Now you've seen what's happened through this pandemic to Hollywood, and there's a lot of folks in our district that work for Hollywood. What do you see after the pandemic with all the business closures and the agencies, and now add to that SB 5, meaning that independent contractors, self-employed, are now being strapped with, I can't work anymore because I need to be an employee. I mean, give us your feel, and from there, how can we, you and I and the rest of Hollywood, work together to revive Hollywood?
So the Proposition 22 allows independent contractors to continue to drive. It does not address independent contractors of audio technicians. The verbiage, SB 5, buried in that verbiage are some camera operators, filming camera operators are exempt from the SB 5 regulations. So independent camera operators can still work as independent contractors. It gets nebulous when you go into audio and editing. Look, SB 5 was a mess. Representative Gonzalez wrote that bill in like an hour and a half, and even lawyers who read it are like, this verbiage was so widespread, destroying a whole industry of people doing Uber and Lyft drivers and So that's why Proposition 22 is on the ballot now, which will neuter that SB 5 for independent contractor driver services, lift services. The verbiage for the entertainment industry is much more, I call it nebulous, but it's complicated. So if you have the right lawyer, you can probably get around that.
Yeah, but it's just unfortunate. You have to go to a legal firm to keep your business alive. And the reason why SB 5...
In the nightclub business, all the comedy clubs and live entertainment business, I don't know, James, how that's coming back and when that's coming back. We're doing drive-in theater shows. We have a drive-in theater near El Camino College that is doing some musical events, and they're letting people come in. You can't make money. The clubs can't open at 25, 50% capacity. There's no margin for selling alcoholic beverages and food and tickets. There's not a great margin on top of that that they can operate at less than 75, 80% capacity. They just can't do it.
It sounds like a whole industry that's kind of dying as a result. And the reason why SB 5 is such a critical in this Proposition 22, vote yes on that, obviously. But SB 5...
Hey, I turned in my ballot, and I got my text.
Really?
We're doing ballot tracking, and I got my text in California, and they do text you back. And pretty much as a Republican, it kept saying, "Are you sure?"
Of course, that's the case.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, anyway, we're down to our final minutes here. So
it went by so fast.
I know, Brian. We're having so much fun. Isn't it great?
The most I've spoken
Good to have you
my
back
wife
on.
since started this campaign.
Amazing.
James has me working day and night. He's like,
No.
let me guess. James is on the phone again. And now,
I know.
James Bradley.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much for taking your time
Hey,
with
I
us.
don't get that intro there. And now, please welcome James
Bradley. Well, everyone, thank you very much. Oh, there is there. Hey, that's a familiar name.
James Bradley, yes. And again, a man of integrity, ladies and gentlemen. A man that I've been working with now for...
Thank you. I pay you well.
I've met him over a year ago.
That's right.
And who's standing for health freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Who's standing for the unborn. Who's asking our churches to open up. Who's asking
Yes.
our businesses to open
Open
up.
up California.
Who is standing for our police to not defund them. Go to BradleyCongress.com and vote and pray. And
Amen.
donate.
Love
Mr. Pop. Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio shows sound like this?